Hi guys, you are welcome in our new course, Tableau Nuggets. In this course, we will mainly focus on the practical part about creating a new dashboard on Tableau. By the end of this small course, you will be able to create a dashboard and make a storytelling using Tableau software. So, to be able to create a nice dashboard like the one that you see right now, it's not a hard task at all. But for that, we need to cover some main topics. And for that purpose, I have created this slide. So we are going to discuss the dashboard in general at the beginning, and after that, we will go to build a dashboard together step by step. Also, we'll go through the main dashboard objects and talk about every single object on any dashboard that you can see on Tableau. And also we'll talk about the dashboard formatting and how it's necessary to customize your dashboard based on your needs. Also, some dashboard interactivity will be able to apply on the dashboard using actions and action filters. That will be a cool stuff that we are going to talk about it later. Also, we will add some cool extensions to our dashboard. So we can add some functions which is normally not exist on the basic functions on the Tableau software that you have. Also, in order to make your dashboard appear on your laptop or a mobile device, tablet, or a screen with different resolutions, we will use the device manager to achieve these tasks. At the end, when you will have your worksheets ready and your fantasy dashboard in place, you'll be able to make a storytelling using a very cool function on Tableau, which is a story. And we will talk about that at the end when we will have the story points. So let's start. This dashboard look nice. It's talking about running costs or costs in general for a specific commodity. And here we can see that we have different type of visualization, the average shipping costs per country or by country, and by category using the class of the shipping costs. And here as well we have it like in a time series. We need to know at the beginning that dashboard is something simply a group of worksheets. So for this dashboard, for example, if we unhide it, you will see that it's consisting of 3 worksheets. So these worksheets has grouped together in order to give you this dashboard at the end. By using these worksheets and putting them on one dashboard, after that we can apply some filters on them. Also, you will be able to connect the worksheets together. For example, if I need only to see the data related to standard class like that, or like this, or in the second class, you will see that the other worksheets on the same dashboard connected somehow. And we'll see how we will enable something like that later. Also, the filters that we talked about will be very useful. So, for example, using all worksheets to, for example, see the data related to the European content only. So, see, every single worksheet on our dashboard has been filtered to see data related to Europe. We need also to tell something in the beginning would be useful to know before starting the next topics. That the actions that you apply on worksheets normally affecting your dashboard. So if you modified something in these worksheets here, it will affect the dashboard for sure. Also, worksheets and dashboard modifications reflect on the stories that you are going to create. For example, here, story like that. Story is something that we will explain in the future, but for now you need to know that it's a group of worksheets and dashboards, and by using this card you can make a presentation telling a story about your visualizations. But the part that we need to talk about right now is that the modifications that you do on worksheets or dashboards affecting your story as well. But once you make a modification on your story, that's not affecting the worksheets or the dashboards that you have created. So it's going from the way of worksheet, dashboard to story, but not back from the story to dashboard or worksheets. So if I modified anything here in the story, that will not reflect on worksheets and dashboard. It's an important point that we need to talk about and explain in the beginning. So when we will see that happening in the next topics, we understand it why. For example, I'll do a small example to explain that. So for example, if we use this worksheet, here we have a scatter plot and apply it in this dashboard and put it as well on a story like this. So here in this worksheet, I'll only filter to show the data related to office supplies. And if I go to the dashboard, I'll see that also office supplies is the only one which is appear. If you remember, before it was everything. Here in story as well, office supplies. So that is explain what we have mentioned, that worksheet affecting dashboard and dashboard do the same, affecting the story. But if I add technology and I add furniture, and which is everything, and return back to the dashboard, I found that nothing has been changed here. As well, on the scatter plot, nothing. So back, I made a modification. I selected all. No, let's select only office and supplies. So dashboard is also office and supplies. So furniture only. Technology only from the category. I find that's affecting the worksheet as well, and for sure affecting the story. Something happening here. Story has not changed. Why? You said that if you make a modification on the dashboard or worksheet, it will reflect on the story. That is correct till you make a modification on the filters on the story itself. So once you make a modification on the story itself, it will not be affected back by any modifications that you make on worksheet or dashboard. So the summarization, to summarize what we have mentioned. Point number one, if you make a modification on dashboard or worksheet, it will affect on your story. If you make a modification on your story, it will not affect your worksheet or your dashboard. All modifications that you do in worksheet and dashboard will affect your story as long as you haven't modified the same object on your story. So if I use the filters here or modify the filters here after that, so it will not affect by the modification that you will do in your dashboard or worksheets layer. So last thing that we need to mention here is that here you can see all the objects that you can use on your worksheets. So you can add a web page, like I can explain something here on the country and add a web page from Wikipedia that's talking about this part, and we will go through every single object layer in detail. So you can add an extension from here, a cool image, add a text, and add your object in a horizontal or vertical way. You can put your worksheets in a tiled format or floating format, and we are going to cover that as well. Also, in the next video, we will start to explain how to create this dashboard or any dashboard step by step from scratch. That was the beginning, and stay tuned. Thank you so much, and hope to see you in our next video. Thanks a lot.